top concern among most runners is acquiring sustainable energy for running. Coffee's caffeine, which is probably its greatest attribute, can be a huge source of energy security for running, but coffee also cuts across an entirety of health improvements that may have incredibly important implications to enriching post-run recovery. Therefore, in addition to keeping you well supplied with energy for running, above all, coffee may be a very relevant and effective post-run recovery dietary aid. For instance, coffee was found to create buffers against chronic inflammation at the molecular level, which may help maximize your muscles' resilience for running. According to Rebecca Scritchfield, author of the book Body Kindness, which is linked down below in the description box, reveals that coffee works as a wide-scale antioxidant that protects the cells from free radical damage, pumps the brakes on age-related muscular atrophy, and reduces the risk of muscle damage, which all make the foundations of driving out pain, triggering chronic inflammation, and is a principal way in which coffee can be a reliable advance in keeping your muscles youthful and more viable for running. Another reason coffee has emerged as a key player in post-run recovery enrichment is thanks to its role in enhancing circulation, ensuring global transfer of nutrient-rich and oxygen-rich blood to your muscles, tendons, and of course your organs, again making coffee very nutritionally fitting for post-run recovery. Most notably, however, Scritchfield revealed that coffee may help keep your cells youthful and healthful by protecting the ends of your DNA, which is very essential for sustained vitality. The ends of your DNA are capped with what are called telomeres, whereby the telomere caps at the ends of your DNA typically shrink with age. Most evidence to date suggests that telomere shrinkage, especially if they shrink at an accelerated rate, is strongly linked to a broad spectrum of health problems such as cardiovascular disease, obesity, mood disorders, and neurodegenerative disorders. But increased coffee consumption was found to be a factor in preventing DNA telomere shrinkage. The best available evidence of this comes from a large study in a nurse health study, which found that drinking 2 cups of coffee daily was associated with telomeres that were 39% to 46% longer than the non-coffee drinkers, but the exact mechanism of how coffee works to fend off telomere shrinkage remains unknown. However, I must underscore that research does indicate that non-caffeinated or caffeine-free coffee has the same antioxidative DNA telomere protecting power as caffeinated coffee. This is just another shining example of how coffee can ensure real vitality staying power by helping root out potential ailments through its important influence on stalling DNA telomere shrinkage. In addition to drinking coffee, reports in the European Journal of Cancer Prevention concluded that applying coffee topically, of course when it's cooled down, rubbing coffee on a sore muscle or tendon boosts circulation, helping rush the flow of nutrition-rich and oxygen-rich blood, which sparks faster healing, pain soothing to affected areas. And also, applying coffee topically helps keep the affected area well supplied with antioxidants, all of which is very good for the betterment of post-run recovery. But what is more is that the researchers discovered that applying coffee topically ushers in a compound known as caffeic acid, which is a powerful antioxidant in coffee that gives rise to lasting progress in putting a chokehold on pain, triggering chronic inflammation, but also helps curb the production of abnormal, suspicious cellular growth, helping to create space for greater post-run recovery progress. Looking at how coffee may help deliver sustained energy for running is that according to Jennifer Stagg, author of the book Unzip Your Jeans, Coffee acts as an appetite suppressant by causing your brain to perceive your stomach as being full. Thereby, the feeling of fullness can be extended thanks to coffee, which may help you leverage more drive for running, since you may be less likely to grapple with the munchies and hunger pangs may be kept at bay longer. So this is another route in which coffee may help keep you well supplied with sustained effort for running. Another incentive to drink more coffee for running is that it actually may help you breathe better. Direct evidence of this comes from a study in the Primary Care of Respiratory Journal, which found that coffee opens up the airways, making oxygen more accessible. And when you can breathe better, more deeply, more clearly, you can reach a surplus in stamina, which can help bolster positive developments in running performance. All in all, these are just some of the many proven results of how coffee can not only be a very reliable source of energy for running, but how coffee can help a runner progress in other areas like post-run recovery. As with this kind of evidence at hand, coffee can be thought of as fairy dust for post-run recovery enrichment and renewed stamina. So I just thought it would be very interesting and important to highlight how the research is chock full of evidence showing that coffee's nutritional coalition may give a runner new capacities to perform more optimally, but to have more effective post-run recovery outcomes. I hope you've enjoyed this video. To stay updated on all the latest research regarding the health and performance benefits of barefoot running, hit the subscribe button down below and come follow me on social media, which all of those links are provided down below in the description box as well. Thank you so much for listening and watching. Have fun out there on the roads and trails. Bye for now.